Town Council meets tonight. We have details about what's on the agenda. Plus, the Cape Cod Commission wants to make one local roadway safer. These stories and more on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Thursday, September 4th, 2014. I'm Sarah Mannel. Up first on the agenda for tonight's Town Council meeting is a tribute to the Barnstable Little League. Town Council President Jessica Rapp-Grissetti says the team took home the state championship title this summer.
Kudos to them, for sure. So I wanted to put them before public comment and the business because I know it is a school night, so I wanted to get the kids home at a reasonable time, but wanted to acknowledge their great accomplishments.
Grissetti says the council will also continue hearing from the chairs of boards, committees, and commissions. This week, the town council will hear from the chair of the Citizens Advisory Committee.
And that would be Philip Boudreau. He served for many, many years as chair of the committee, and they advise the town on the comprehensive wastewater management plan, and I believe they've been working on our fertilizer ordinance, and you know, they're looking at alternative evaluations on how to address the challenges facing our community relative to nutrient loading within our coastal recharge areas. So they're a very important committee and do tremendous amount of work on behalf of the town.
Some community preservation items will follow next under old business. Grissetti says both items are geared towards improving the facilities surrounding the Barnstable Community Horace Mann Charter Public School.
One is for a skate park, the appropriation of the funds to improve the skate park and basketball courts there. And the other one, in kind of timely here too, is appropriation of $100,000 for the new Little League field at the Horace Mann Public Charter School, and that project too is that's quite a significant project. The Little League field and has some matching funds from Linda and LaRusso and others, and you know, the total project on that is over $300,000, and this is we'll see about $100,000 for that project, but that services quite a few children in various divisions. Close to 500 children participate in the Little League, so that's timely.
During new business, the council will consider appointments to some vacant spots on several boards, committees, and commissions.
We have volunteers stepping forward to serve on our committees, commissions, and boards, and thank you to all that have renewed and are going to be reappointed, and those that are stepping up for the first time. We appreciate that. And then we have some acceptance of gifts. First one being from for $10,000 from the Friends of the Barnstable Council on Aging, and that's to support a needs assessment study. And Madeline Noonan, Director of Senior Services, will be speaking about that. The Friends in the past have given quite a bit on behalf of the Senior Center, and this is this will go towards funding a project that will be in partnership with UMass Boston Gerontology Institute, just conducting a comprehensive needs assessment of the Senior Services Division.
Grissetti says the final item on the agenda for tonight's Town Council meeting is the acceptance of a $50,000 grant from the State Department of Energy Resources for a wastewater energy recovery feasibility study.
This is through the Department of Public Works and Water Pollution Control Division, and I'm sure they'll be putting out an RFP for a feasibility study of the wastewater energy recovery, which is WWER technology, and that's where the raw waste from the Old Colony pumping station will be used as a heat sink to improve the cooling efficiency of the town hall and school administration buildings and chillers, and reduce the use of cooling towers and to provide some electrical power savings. So this is being done throughout the country, this technology, and the feasibility, whether or not this will work for Barnstable, is going to be determined through this study. So.
And Grassetti predicts a busy fall for the council.
On the heels of that is going to be the Town Council Strategic Planning Session, which is scheduled for September 27th. And both Vice President Kennedy and myself distributed through the Consensus Building Institute, which will be facilitating our strategic planning session. The councilors have participated in a survey to help the facilitator, get a baseline of where all the counselors stand and what they want to achieve in the next 2 years in the council. So I'm looking forward to that planning session.
Town Council meets tonight at 7 in the Town Hall hearing room. You can find the full agenda on the town's website by visiting town.barnstable.ma.us. The Cape Cod Commission is taking a look at a tricky traffic spot on Route 132 in West Barnstable. Technical Services Director Glenn Cannon says it can be challenging for drivers exiting Cape Cod Community College.
Brought to our attention at a request from a town councilor, Ann Kennedy. She was concerned about the entrance to the Cape Cod Community College, which has been a point of contention, I think, for quite some time. We've known about the dangers there. So we have these studies called roadway safety audits. We bring town employees into it, the fire department, the police department, and then even the citizens. We bring in employees of the Cape Cod Community College. So it gives you a good feel for what's happening out there, and not just a bunch of engineers sitting around the room looking out at what the problem is. So, and plus also, I think it helps a lot for any problem that you have to have that local understanding. The police are certainly responding to many incidences out there. The fire department's responding with emergency vehicles, and then the everyday users to see where the problems really lie. So that's what got the study underway.
Cannon says even more studies may help evaluate traffic patterns in the area.
We did conduct the roadway safety audit there, and again, even at the roadway safety audit, and now after the roadway safety audit, we've heard about a call for a small corridor study there because of exactly those concerns. You do have the Route 6 ramps right there, the Burger King Park and Ride, which we can talk about a little bit too, because there is some funding available there. And then, it is the Cape Cod College entrance, the YMCA, Route 6A and Route 132, which is a very confusing intersection. Mm-hmm. Also, this section of Route 132 does feed all the way down. The town of Barnstable has done a great job of providing a north-south connection for bicyclists and pedestrians. I believe it's the only one in town, connecting Route 28 to Route 6A. So this is a big part of that corridor. And even go back to the Cape Cod Community College entrance, there's quite a bit of pedestrian activity there, also, and some bicycle traffic too.
Absolutely.
So we have to be concerned with that. There's people crossing back and forth across the street from the YMCA. They're coming over from the Burger King where the bus drop-off is there. So there's a lot of activity there and a lot of concern.
Cannon says once the studies are complete, they will be able to compare different strategies to make the area safer.
They talk to everybody about what the problems are out there and then come up with potential solutions for those problems, and try to put them into categories of the short term, midterm, and then the long term. So with the short term, there's a lot of discussion about pedestrian safety and safety for bicyclists. So we do think there are some increased signage, restriping of the crosswalks there, cutting down some of the brush that's along the side of the road to make it more visible for pedestrians and bicyclists. I think we all agree that those things could happen right now. Long term, there was quite a bit of discussion about a roundabout at the entrance there.
Right.
And then there was also some discussion about a traffic light.
The next step for the Cape Cod Commission will be to study the Exit 6 Park and Ride as well as the surrounding corridor. Well, be sure to tune in to our hour-long news program Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 7 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we'll learn more about the town band during our arts and culture segment. We'll learn more about taxidermy with Natural Resource Officer Amy Croteau, and we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mannel.